All right, it's September 4th, 2020, and today I wanted to talk about the VA a little bit. So, the VA is failing me, but who out there hasn't been failed by the VA? I mean, their job is to help us veterans. Their job is to help us veterans and our families. And I can't say that they've been doing an effective job at this. I can hardly even say that actually. Um, Recently, I read on military.com an article on the VA receiving millions of dollars to help with suicide prevention. And we're talking about the veterans here who are killing themselves. Um, I don't understand how we have a system that's created to help us to the point where we don't have to feel this way. And I know it may seem like, I'm looking at someone and saying, why did you make me feel this way? Why aren't you helping me? Well, that's specifically why. It's your job to help. And not just me, but all of us out there, all of the veterans out there. And even the veterans themselves might stand on two different sides when it comes to this topic. There are those of us who will say, well, the VA has helped me. I can attest to the fact that the VA has helped me. But then again, there are those of us who are on the other side saying the VA hasn't even helped me. They've never helped me. They've, as a matter of fact, made the situation worse. But regardless of where the veterans stand, it is the VA's job. It is the VA's task. And I'm not saying, you got multiple tasks. One task, and that's to keep us okay. That's if you think about it that way, your job is really not that hard. Your job is not that hard to where you think, man, I can't help all these veterans. Well, that's why there's a VA. That's why there's the Veterans Affairs, where you have all the workers that you need. You have all the things that you need, and then you have additional funding on top of that to help us. Um, I made an appointment to see my primary care provider the other month, and my appointment is 2 months out. That is the soonest that they can do. 2 months out for an appointment. And how is that supposed to help me when I feel the way I feel now? I know some of you out there are going to say, well, you should go to an outpatient facility. Go to a regular hospital and they'll bill it to the VA. I know you all know there's a pandemic going on right now. And even before then, I wouldn't go to the hospital. You know why? Because that's what the VA hospital is tailored for. Dealing with the problems that veterans have. I don't have your usual ordinary civilian or citizen issues. My issues are TBI and PTSD and those types of issues, anxieties, depression. This is something that the VA is tailored for. This is something that the VA knows about. And they know that this specific group, which are the veterans, go through these things. So why would I go to a hospital that doesn't understand when I should be going to the hospital that understands everything about what I'm going through? Um, Veterans keep dying every day, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And it's unacceptable. I know what it feels like to be a veteran who feels at times helpless and even at other times hopeless. But as you can see, like with my daughter here in my lap, I've got responsibilities that I need to set myself aside to take care of these responsibilities. Just the same way that I set myself aside to take care of the United States by serving in the military and by going to war. Um, yes, no one forced me to to join the military. But it got to a point where when you hear the call, you understand why you're there. And that's who I was, and that's who I am. If they called me back to go straight to war, I wouldn't hesitate for a second. Even if if it meant leaving my family, leaving my children, and leaving my partner in life to go and risk my life and probably die for this country, I wouldn't hesitate. Therefore, seeing my commitment, the VA should see every veteran's out there's commitment to this country and do all they can to support us, whether it be mentally, psychologically, or financially, whatever way it is that they can support us in, they should do all that they can. I just want you guys to know that when I was out there, sitting in my Humvee in Baghdad, I accepted my fate, whether it be coming back messed up, missing limbs, or hurt in some way, or even dead. I accepted whatever fate war brought me before we even got there. This is something you have to do as a soldier before you even get there. This way you can operate the way you have been trained to operate. You have to set death aside and know that it's not even a question anymore. There's no question that you could die. There's no question that you could get blown up, that you can get shot. There's no question. And knowing this, I didn't care. I was willing to. I was ready, no matter what. So seeing this type of commitment to this country and seeing that I would fight to the death for this country, I think it is only right for this country to fight to the death for us, to help us, no matter what. And I don't mean through counseling or, whatever it is. I mean help us. When you see me calling out for help, help me. Don't refer me to another person. Don't send me somewhere else. Help me.